Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have more Rainbow Cup battles against the one, the only MattyFBaby. Now I know you guys know him. He's a really funny guy. Love his content. So if you want to check out his channel, link in the description down below. I don't know if he'll have videos of these battles or not, but you definitely want to check out his content in general because it's high quality stuff. Awesome guy, really nice person, and we had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun in these battles. Now we actually did go ahead and show each other our teams. Usually I don't do that, but I think I'm going to be starting to do that more often because that's how tournaments are actually played. So yeah, his team is going to be the one with the execute, and mine is the other team. If you want to take a look on the left and the right, you can see each other's team. But yeah, so had a lot of fun with these battles. I really appreciated it. It's always a good time when I'm battling Matty. You guys know that because Matty's such a cool guy, as I said. So looking forward to meeting you at GoFest, buddy. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, for this battle, he brings in his Charizard, and we're at the end of the battle. We get off a Sludge Bomb. It's not going to matter because he's going to block that and he's going to be able to knock us out. So, yeah, unfortunately, he led with Quagsire and I led with Raikou. I was like, as long as he doesn't lead with Quagsire, I should be good. But that was the one Pokemon he did lead with. So he actually got us there. He did win the first game. So really, really good game. But for the next match, I am beginning with my Azumel. He begins with his beautiful shiny Fortress. I'm going to pull the switch into Charizard. He actually pulls the switch into Quagsire. Now, Blast Burn does about half, well, a little bit less than half, I think. But still doing a good amount of damage to Quagsire. That's how powerful it is. Now, he actually hits us with Stone Edge. I do not block. I was expecting Acid Spray or Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb still would have done a lot of damage. But no, unfortunately, he gets us with the Stone Edge. So he does knock out our Charizard for free, which is unfortunate for us. Should have definitely blocked that. Shouldn't have taken the chance, but that is okay. But he's going to go ahead and block that Frenzy Plant and knock out our Venusaur. So we do go ahead and bring in Azumel. Going to go ahead and block this because I wasn't sure if Earthquake was going to be coming, but no, it wasn't Earthquake. I'm going to go ahead and use an Ice Beam right now, which is going to do a good amount of damage to Charizard. We actually get off another Ice Beam just trying to finish him off. But he goes ahead and blocks it, which is good for us because even if it's Blast Burn, as it is, it does a good chunk of damage, but we're still pretty healthy. And he has his Fortress left, which we're going to be able to finish off with Bubble. So despite not blocking and earlier, whereas I should have probably, we still end up winning the game. So we do go ahead and take that one. But the next match, we begin with Quagsire, and he begins with his Lantern, which initially I thought was a good lead for me, except he has Water Gun on his instead of Charge Beam. So it actually does a good amount of damage to Quagsire if you do have that Water Gun variant. I think I still prefer Charge Beam in this format, but I know a lot of people like Water Gun on Lantern, and that's totally cool. Whichever you prefer. I just like Charge Beam because it gets to the charge moves a lot faster, obviously. But yeah, right now he's using his Execute, and I don't know how to play against this thing. I didn't know what it had prior to this tournament. I know his has Confusion and Ancient Power, which I didn't know. I just didn't know its moveset. I still don't know its moveset. I don't know what else it gets. I think it might get Seed Bomb, if I remember correctly. But I don't even know, guys. But yeah, his final Pokemon is going to be Charizard. So we're looking pretty good because we have an Azumel. Despite really weak, we still have a shield. So we're able to block that Dragon Claw, even though that actually wouldn't have taken us out. But we get off an Ice Beam and just trying to finish it off with Bubble. And we are able to take that one. So really good game. We actually do take that one. And we're going to go ahead and jump into, you guys guessed it, another match with Matty. And we're using Quagsire this time. And he uses his Execute, which has Confusion and Ancient Power, as I said. And, Confusion is a good move. It's just going to do a lot of damage in general. But we actually switch into Azumel and take that Acid Spray, which is good for us that we didn't use a shield on it. But at the same time, he's lowering our defense, so that's not good. Stone Edge going to do a decent amount of damage. We're actually going to go ahead and block this. Even blocking the Acid Spray would have done a lot to us. So we do block it because I wanted to get off another Ice Beam. So we actually take his last shield. So I'll definitely take that. Pretty decent positioning, I would say. We get off an Earthquake as soon as we come in, which is going to definitely knock him out. And we actually have another Earthquake ready for that Lantern, which almost knocks it out. So we actually do go ahead and knock out that Lantern, and his final Pokemon will be that Execute, as we saw. Getting off of Ancient Power, We actually would have survived that, but I still went ahead and blocked it, because at this point, I didn't know if he had a second move on it or not. It could have been Seed Bomb, which is what I was thinking. I was thinking it would be a grass move, yeah, we actually switched out into Charizard to take the Ancient Power and then switch back into Quagsire because we didn't want Quagsire to be knocked out and then him getting off another Ancient Power if he could. I don't know what I was thinking, but either way, we do go ahead and take that game. But that was a close one. But anyway, gonna switch out that Venusaur for Charizard against his Execute, and now because I know it has Ancient Power, we're gonna have to block. But he gets the buff, guys. He gets the buff. I think I didn't even realize he got the buff until after I clicked on the Dragon Claw. I'm not too sure. But because he got that buff, he did quite a bit of damage to us, which is really unfortunate. So we're going to do as much damage as we can to that Azumarill and then bring in Venusaur and try to finish him off, but he's not going to allow it to happen. We're going to block this Ice Beam and trying to get to another Frenzy Plant as we're able to do so. And I figured he would use his last shield at that point, as he does. As you saw, I was trying to switch into a Azumarill before to take the Ice Beam, but unfortunately, I don't know if it was a glitch. I just couldn't switch in time. But that is okay. It happens. It happens. So he hits us with a Play Rough, and he switches into Lantern. So at this point, I'm like, it's not looking so hot for us. You know, if he didn't get the buff with the Executor, would it have made a difference? I don't think so. But, you know, it's still obviously... yeah, that buff can definitely hurt you. But yeah, he does go ahead and finish us off with Lantern, and he does take that win. So, good game, Matty. We're going to jump into another battle. And this time we're beginning with Quagsire, and he does begin with his Lantern, and he's going to go ahead and pull the switch into Fortress. I try switching, which we actually are able to switch into Charizard. Going to go ahead and block this because I feared for Rock Tomb, and I didn't want to get knocked out. So that's why we went ahead and blocked it, you know. And so pretty good positioning at this point. He brings in his Lantern, which has Water Gun, which is not good for us. Trying to get off Blast Burn, he blocks it, but we actually get off another Blast Burn, which is good for us. We take his shield and do a lot of damage, so I'll definitely take that. And he'll get off Thunderbolt though. We'll let Charizard go down, and we bring in Quagsire to hit him with the Earthquake. And he's not going to allow it to happen. He actually switches into a Azumarill. We get off another Earthquake, and I knew he was out of shield, so I knew that would do a good amount of damage, a good chunk to it, right? Gonna go ahead and block this Ice Beam because I knew I'd be able to get to another Earthquake, and I do decide to go for the Earthquake over Stone Edge because I didn't think Stone Edge would knock it out. But we get the Stone Edge against Lantern, and we take that game. Man, I am loving Quagsire, guys. You gotta use Quagsire in your team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, guys. You gotta do it. Quagsire is such a good Pokemon. It charges up really powerful moves really fast. That's why I like Stone Edge and Earthquake, because it just charges them up so incredibly fast. Now, at that point, we lagged a little bit, or at least I did. I don't know if he was lagging or not, but either way, not really a big deal. I tried to switch, and then somehow Stone Edge went off, so I guess I didn't click on Stone Edge, at least I don't think I did. Maybe I did, by accident. Didn't mean to go for Stone Edge, but we go for Earthquake now, and he's going to go ahead and block that. So I decided to make the best of it. I decided at this point just to stay in with Quagsire and go for another Earthquake, because I know I would either take his last shield or knock him out, so he does allow Quagsire to faint. So despite that bad glitch or mistake, whatever it was, I don't really know, it ended up turning out well for us, I guess. But he actually gets another buff, and I'm like, oh gosh, not the same thing. And he fires off multiple Ancient Powers against us, so we have to burn both shields, and he actually gets off another one, so he's going to finish off Charizard. So I'm like, well, not really looking too hot for us at this point in time, but neither of us have shields, and I do go for the Play Rough, and I wasn't sure how this match would go because he does resist both of our moves, but at the same time he's also not doing a lot of damage to us either, you know, unless if he does hit us with Earthquake, which is a good amount of damage, but at the same time it takes a while to charge up that Earthquake, so I knew another one wouldn't be coming before I got off Ice Beam, so we were able to sneak in the win, I should say. And but yeah, very close match, very good match. Gonna go ahead and jump into the final match of the video. We get him in the lead right over there. He switches out into Execute. You guys know we have to switch into Charizard, which obviously is a good counter to Execute, but not when it has Ancient Power. It's just going to one-shot Charizard easily. So, yeah, we're gonna actually knock it out. We don't allow it to get the buff this time. Gonna go ahead for Blast Burn on that Azumel, which is going to do a decent amount of damage. I'll take it. Waiting for the clock to run down a little bit. And we bring in Azumel instead of Venusaur because I didn't want him to go for the Ice Beam. So now he switches into Quagsire and I'm able to pull the switch into Venusaur. So really good position at this point for us. I decided to take this move because I knew whatever it was, I could have survived it. However, I don't think I would have survived Earthquake, but I knew he didn't have Earthquake. I knew he had Acid Spray and Stone Edge. But yeah, we bring in Azumel and we're in a really good position at this point. He goes ahead and uses a shield. A little bit of lag. I don't know if it mattered or not. It didn't matter because I don't think he got in attacks anyway. But we go ahead and block his move, and we're healthier. So yeah, looking like we're gonna take this game and just get it off another play rough. This is not enough to knock it out, but we're gonna be getting off more bubbles, which I think the bubbles finish it off. Unless we get off another Ice Beam, no, the bubbles do finish it off, and we do take that game. And that's gonna be it for this one, guys. See you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, click on one of the links to check out another one of my videos that you'll probably enjoy.